Okay, we have a bit of a problem here. We need to resize the window. Okay. I guess I'm moving up to the big time because I've got spam. And honestly, that name sounds really familiar. That name sounds very familiar for some reason. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna probably play till a little while after 11. Let me see, did I save under a 30? Nope, I did not. So it looks like it's a 29. Okay. Okay, so where we left off is we were exploring the giant cave. We actually got a special helmet, which is cursed but has awesome armor class. Of course, naturally, the giants are, a lot bigger than us. So, but I mean, but hey, we've got the cane of Corpus. And by the way, in case you're wondering, the cane of Corpus is the most kick-ass weapon that's out there. I would say the light sword maybe comes in at a second. And I'd say Excalibur is up there, but I'd say for my money, it's... Okay, so let me just make sure my headset is on right. Okay, 5 airy moss, we're just going to lightning bolt them out of existence. Okay. Let me go to the configuration. Something seems fishy here. Because I'm not hearing certain speaker effects. Okay, now. let me see. Down on the water, there actually is a treasure chest. Now, in order to get to that treasure chest, we have to swim about 6 or 7 spaces. So we'll probably have to use some whatchamacallit. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Actually, I have played Ultima Underworld. I've actually played both 1 and 2. Okay. Now you notice that we're almost out of stamina from swimming. So guess what we're gonna do? There's a little trick you can use where you can just see I'm hidden. If you notice above the T in the name, you'll see like a silhouette. That means I'm hiding in the shadows. Now monsters that can cast spells or breathe can hit me, but guess what? These monsters can't cast spells and they can't breathe. They don't have breath weapons. So guess what? We're just going to sit here and we're just going to rest until we get our stamina up to perfect. It's going to take a while. Some of you, I'm going to talk about like my recovery, and feel free to look at the VOD. You know, I mean, just in my opinion, I think I told a pretty good story. Maybe I should have given me an hour instead of 45 minutes, but I would say, because I think they're one of the first dungeon crawlers that's like games that's like 100% from a 3D perspective. And yes, you do need a pretty strong PC. Now, Dick, as I said, if you're just drinking if it's a few, you know, but I also don't like to tell anyone how to live their lives. You know. You know, I just wanted to say that there's a time when your body's essentially had enough. Ooh, look, piranhas. I don't know. See, mine was usually 12 until it got to the point where my liver adapted and I needed something stronger. And I also realized I could save money by getting vodka and mixing it with drink mix and making vodka punch. Notice that slowly my stamina is coming back, so I'm getting to the point where I can, where I'll probably soon be able to go and visit that chest. Now, being that I'm a and by the way, in Ultima 6, they actually introduce you to the concept of races. So you can be like a human, elf, but there's a lot more. I mean, Wizardry 5 does have its races, but in Wizardry 6 and 7, you have about 12 or 13 to choose from. And I decided to be a fairy. And no, it's not because because when I turned into a ninja, a fairy ninja can use the Cane of Corpus, and only a fairy ninja, which is I would say the most powerful weapon in the game. Okay, I think I'm going to cast lightning. I think I'm healed enough that I can make the swim to that little alcove that you see there. Well, it looks like I need another lightning, so I'm going to hit him with lightning, power level 4. Nicely done. Oh, we made a level. We're at level 67. 10 hit points, very nice. You've earned a skill. Now, in Wizardry 6 and 7, you can actually get skill bonuses. Notice that most of mine are all at 100. Oh, there's 16 out. Well, okay. Now here's our treasure chest. We're gonna disarm. Now how it works? So we inspect, and it looks like it's a psionic bolt. Notice that the square to the left of the name is green. Green means, so if I click one of these and it's green, I've disarmed that mechanism. So that's the next mechanism. Also green. Yellow means you get another chance. So if it's yellow when you hit this, if it's red, the trap goes off. I'm gonna take everything. I think I have enough room for it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inspect it, see what we got. Wow. Okay, so let's see, boots. Winged boots, but you see a fairy. If you look at the top, you see that the F is not highlighted. That means a fairy can't use them, so we're gonna drop. Dwarven Greaves. Thank you. Back to Corbin. Nope, can't use it. Bow. Strong Staff. No, not really. I mean, I could have used it. Okay, so let's go to the swag bag. A cross. Cross of Turning. Can't use it. Ninjas can't use it. Okay, I'm letting you know that there's an ad break coming up. How I do ad breaks is what I do is it's a chance to like use the bathroom or you know get something more to drink. You know, visit the fridge. Okay, nothing there that fairies can use. I kind of expected that. And what I do the same. I actually pause and don't do anything during an ad break because you can see me, but you can't hear what I'm saying. So what I'd rather do is just use the ad break to Okay, so now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go back to land. Okay, so we're going to use our same trick again. We're just going to spin round and round till we get an encounter. Okay, we've got 6 nymphs. We have to be careful because they can cast spells, although being that we're level 67, we are fairly spell resistant. So there is an ad break, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be right back. So everyone feel free to use that time to get, you know, like a drink or something. Okay, the ad break should be over. So everyone's back. Apparently, Dick, one of your ads may have been an ad for a Subaru. I'm not saying, you know, my preference tends to go towards Hondas. And I know this is crazy. The main reason is that the Hondas actually, they actually have this feature called Maintenance Minder, which kind of gives you an idea like how much oil life is left. And it tells you what services are due. For example, my oil life is actually going down pretty quickly because I'm only taking a short trip maybe every 2 or 3 days, so the oil's, you know, like, you know, sitting around. So I'll probably soon have to go into the dealership and get it changed, but at least there's nothing else. Well, yeah, sure, that counts. And again, we're using our trick here that we're to rest so we can make it the rest of the way. I actually, to compare, if I want to compare this to Wizardry 5, which is what you're playing right now, I would say it's just you have a lot more options, you know. You have a lot more options with respect to, I'd say, classes. You have a lot more options with respect to, I'd maybe say, you know, weapons, armor, etc. Okay, let's keep resting because I don't think we can make it. Now, one thing about spells is, you know, the spells can actually go through even though I'm hidden. So if you see above the T there's a silhouette, I'm hidden, but yet a spell got through to me. So it's not automatic immunity. That being said, if all they can do is cast melee, then you're golden. I mean, if you can, if they can only do melee and not breathe or cast spells, as I said, you've got it made. And if you look underneath me, you also see like when the last time I died and what my goal is. Now, once I get ready to cast a spell, Dick Dans, I'll show you something really cool. I think you'll like this. I think you'll like this feature, but I need to get boosted a little bit. Need a little more stamina. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it the quick way. I'm just gonna be like, gonna cast stamina on myself. Okay, now I'm gonna cast Montino. But guess what? If you look at the names of the spells, you see they are actually in plain English. It's not like Montino. What does that do? It's like Montino silences them, so we actually call the spell silence. Isn't that an unbelievable concept? It's like if you want to cure poison, you cast cure poison. You don't cast some Latu Mophis or something. You know? And we also can cast it at different levels. So like here, instead of having like 3 or 4 different heal spells, we only have one heal spell. But if we, let's say, want a Dios, we can cast, let's say, at like a level 1. And if we wanted, you know, when you get up to, so I'm going to just silence them. They don't bother me with the, Alright! Ooh, Jim stories and humor! Ha ha ha! I've put in some new ones. Let's kick these, butts. Let's kick these nymphs' butts. Oh, look at that damage we're doing at the Cane of Corpus. 78 freaking damage. Sheesh. And they still can't talk. I mean, as I said, and even if we don't kill them, there's a good chance we can either poison them, paralyze them, or knock them out. I mean, damn darn. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get out of the giant caves. We got what we came here for. Okay, and I think the exit is this way if I remember. Oh yeah, here. So there's a steep trail which leads up the mountain here. Climb up the mountain. You skillfully navigate the treacherous climb, and we're going to stay here for now. Okay, so we got a gym stories or gym humor. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I should pick my best one first. I'm not sure if I should pick my best one first or if I should you know, build up to it. Let's see what we got. Okay. I actually was at the gym, and I was going to do some exercise, so I needed a 5-pound plate, so I grabbed me a 5-pound plate. Well, unfortunately, the 5-pound plate slipped from my hand, and it actually hit the floor. And I was thinking, cool! I just dropped 5 pounds! Hee 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 hee. And I think I do have a timer set on that. So, oh, retail stories. Oh, I think I'm gonna. I've got a. Ooh, let's see. Okay, you'll love this one, Fire. Well, I actually was totaling a person. No, I mean totaling up their order. The total came to, you'll like this, $6.66. You know, 666. The customer would not write a check for that amount. So the customer was like, I want to write it for 6.67. The problem is our register would not let you overwrite a check. Now you could write a check for under the amount. So I suggested, you know, why don't, if you have a nickel, you can write it for 6.62 and give me a or 6.61, excuse me, give me a nickel, and that'll equal it. Well, the customer instead decided to change something, so their total was different. Now, before you think this person's paranoid, this is actually in the Deep South. And if you've ever been to the Deep South, usually when you meet someone new, early on in the conversation, you're probably gonna be asked what church you go to, or if you don't go to one, they're gonna say, this is the one I go to. So that's why the story's interesting. You have to look in some context. I don't see this happening in a place like, let's say New York or something, you know. Yep. Okay, so now we're going up into the mountains. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it for the second one or the third one, but I do have it's kind of a funny gym story, but it's, you know, some people may call it a little, no, I wouldn't call it like sexist, but it's probably, you know. The pointed spires of scowling black mountains loom upwards, towering into the sky, and you feel a sudden slight rush of both awe and ominous foreboding. It reminds me of like the redneck word of the day. It's like, the word of the day is foreboding. You know, I'd like to go fishing today in middle of the lake, so I'm all foreboding. So now we're in the mountains and we're exploring. So we're doing some exploring. Okay, nothing there. Wow. And Dick, I actually appreciate your being, active in chat. It gives me something to go off of. I have also added the video arcade. That was a somewhat recent addition as far as channel point redeems. I did take the thrift store one away because right now I'm actually going through my clothes because I may be moving, and I actually want to kind of like streamline. Okay, there's a path going to the east. This is a journey map kit. Dick Dans, it's like when you play Wizardry 5, you kind of have an auto map. That's what this is like. Okay, let's see what we've got. Dragon, rooks, and hog beetles. These don't worry me too much. Dragon, rooks breathe acid. That's all cool. Oh, no, do bash. Remember, bash gives you double damage. Okay, we've got some hog beetles. And we're not, again, now, in what way have the thrift stores fallen apart? Or is it like the, oh, wow. Well, honestly, I'm going to tell you what's been happening. There's a lot of people now that are actually going to thrift stores not to buy stuff that they can use. They're looking for something unique. So what they can do is let's say, so they'll buy a pair of they'll see a cool brand name, and so they'll buy the jeans. Let's say it's marked maybe $6 because let's say thrift store A, they don't really know, so all girls' jeans are like $5.99. So someone will see that and they'll buy it, and then they'll sell it like on eBay for like $25. But honestly, I'm actually looking to go to the thrift store because I'm needing a belt because my waist got I lost 2 inches off my waist. Now, unfortunately, I lost in other places, and so I lost muscle, but still. But again, I think it depends on what you're looking for. You know. But where I live, I think we actually have three Goodwills. And honestly, their T-shirts I think used to be like $2.29. I think now the T-shirts are like $3.99. So they've really gone up a lot. Now the one thrift store I like, they don't have clothing there, but if you want appliances or building materials, it's like Habitat for Humanity. You know, they sell a lot of those. You know, those types of things. So, but I thank for everyone for coming on in. I appreciate those of you that watch the addiction video. If you want, I can. It's up on the VOD. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And that way, because you know, if you stream, as I said, I don't have no Prime, so my videos are only available for 2 weeks. After that, they disappear forever. I'm also trying to migrate my clips to the VOD. I mean, to YouTube, but it seems like it's a very tough process. Really, game? Ugh. 3 rock lizards. The problem with these is it's in the name. They are rock lizards, so guess what they can do? They can do if they hit you. Good old petrification. And honestly, oh, sorry, I need to turn my... And honestly, I don't know if I would even get old printers from a Goodwill, because, you know, okay, cool. We're going in. Let's see. We're going in a unique direction. Figures it's a dead end, so there's going to be something. Dragon rooks and dragon rooks. Dragon rooks can breathe acid, so we're going to be a little careful. So we're going to labash. Now even, oh okay, I was going to say I wasn't hidden. Wow. Wow, that's incredible. That, you know, laser printer. If it's a laser printer that lasted that you used for 2 years, I bet you it was probably an HP LaserJet, just because those things are durable. Those things now is when you get the older ones, they do get slower. So Okay, so let's see where I need to go. Okay, I probably should sleep. You see, the red is my hit points, so I'm fairly decent on hit points. Yellow is stamina. You see, I'm getting low on, very low on stamina. Blue is mana. So I'm gonna nap. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, ink is the most expensive part of the of it. Now I don't know if you still have those t-shirt patterns, but that would kind of be like cool. Oh, okay, here's a ladder. Now I'm not going to go down the ladder because I know what's down there. And so it's not worth exploring. If let's say you went into, like when you battled the Ratkins, if let's say you went into the fun house and completed the fun house, that's where you would come out. Cool. And I like the royalty-free part, because you're not going to get in trouble with, you know. Let's see, have I been here before? That's what I make sure of. Been here. Actually, this place does look familiar, so... Oh, wait, there's a place down here I need to explore. So, let's see, what do I need to do? Cool. Or wait a minute, or is that the way to the giant cave? See, that could be the way to the giant cave. I'm gonna still go back there, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Yep, I was afraid of that. So it looks like we're wandering aimlessly here in the mountains. Okay, ooh, got some nymphs. Ooh, they're alchemists. Ooh. Whew. Deadly poison, that worried me. Because, okay, now you see this blue thing, the screen here. They threw an acid bomb at me. This green flask is telling me that the acid bomb is still active. Now, because they're alchemists, they cannot be silenced. So, but I'm going to just melee them. I've got the Cane of Corpus. Okay, let's hide back in the shadows. Okay, good, that's done. Now, playing with a single character, now Wizardry, now Dick, Wizardry 6 and 7 is actually is actually is actually meant to be played with six party members. But notice in Wizardry 7, I'm doing a solo run. Now, normally you would think the trickiest issue with the solo run is the fact that you don't have support. But it's actually the number of inventory slots you have. See, I'll show you my character. So this is my character. It's got a nice portrait. We've got some items. The items in yellow are cursed. So in other words, they're stuck to us like glue. Amulet of Healing, purple, it's equipped. We've got the Ring of Demons. We've got some nice things here. Got some musical instruments. Okay, let's see, remember, where was that? Because I saw there was an area where we didn't, okay, so we have to go this way. Then we have to go down this way. Whoa, 4 Bantari. Ooh. Bantari are going to be tough. Bantari are tough. That being said, they're not so tough with a... when DFortae has a Cane of Corpus. Okay, we got a Fire XYD redeeming a video or pinball arcade, so let's look to see which ones I haven't talked about recently. Video arcade, it's what I do is I talk about either an arcade or pinball place close to me. Okay, I found one. Now, I would say it's about 20 miles outside of Lafayette, Indiana. There's actually a small town. It's Attica, and there's a place in Attica run by, I think its guy's name is Wayne. And it's called Pinball on Perry or Pop. I'd say they have about 30 pinball machines. They have some nice classics. They have some you know, so like a lot of the modern machines. They also do have some tournaments. I actually won something from one of the tournaments, and it was like kind of a selfie tournament. But after the next one, when there's another ad break, I'll go get it from my bedroom and bring it out. And then I'll have you even guess what pinball it is, what pinball game it is. Okay, so we still have one Bantari. Now notice we can't reach the back row. Yeah, let's get rid of that one Bantari. It's getting annoying. Yeah, I know sometimes that happens. Now, and the maximum is like 5 deep. But if let's say you get into that situation where you have like 5 groups and each group has like 6 or 7 monsters, there actually is a very simple solution. But let's see, so I'm going to put the arcade name in chat. And it's also locally owned too, so it's not, you know. So the quarters that you put in, they're not going to like some mega corporation in who knows where. They're actually going back into the pocket of the owner. Yeah, I actually remember that. When the first time I played Wizardry 5, it was like, cool, there's actually ranged weapons where you can hit row 3, or if, let's say you're in even if you're in like position 4, 5, 6, you don't have to always do the usual fight, parry, parry. You could do fight, parry maybe, or if you have a good variety, you can even do all fighting. This game's beginning to get on my nerves with the wizard bow. Yeah, I think if I remember, it's called 141,000 experience points. That's pretty nice. Now, as I said, the good thing about going solo is, do you have to share the XP? All the XP is mine. Mine! It's all mine! It's mine! Okay, now, as I said, we are in the mountains, so there's a trail that leads up the mountain here. And so now we're going up to level 2. Now, it says you skillfully navigate the treacherous climb. Now, the reason I'm going to navigate it all the time, if you look at my physical, you see my climbing is 100. So I'm pretty good at climbing. If, let's say, you had a climbing of 10... Oh. Okay, we are back. Ad break is over, so I did win a pinball tournament. It's what's called a selfie tournament. Now, what a selfie tournament is you essentially play the game and you take a picture of your game. And depending on how the score is, sometimes it does have to be verified. They'll look at it and say, if they see that you've claimed to break, the record, they may take a look. And this is what I won. This is what I won. Okay. So based on this, what pinball machine do you think I played to win? What pinball machine was the part of the selfie tournament? Feel free to put your guesses in the chat. I have a Ghostbusters guess. You are correct. Yep, it was Ghostbusters, which is not one of my least favorite tournament pinball games, but if I actually played it enough that I started to get a feel for it. And I also did well on like my bonus multipliers. Okay, so now we're on what I would call level 2. Of the mountains. Okay, these are two giants. Guess what? Oh yeah, Iron Maiden pinball, that's actually, I would say, up there as far as like the modern pinball games. It's got some good playability, I'd say, really good variety. Okay, nothing, so I'm going to keep on going. Okay, from a tree hangs long thick vines. Growing across and up the mountain hundreds of feet long. So let's try climbing up the vines. The vines appear supple and sturdy, but cling so gently to the mountain face that a quick yank parts them from their grasp, tumbling them back upon you to the ground in a heap. Okay, so we find a 250-foot vine. Interesting. Okay, that's the way back down, so I'm going to see what parts on level 2, and I'm not saying level 2 is in dungeons. I'm like saying we're up, we're up on like the second level. Okay. Huh. It looks like we did everything. Oh no, we can go south. Another steep trail which leads up the mountain here. Let's climb up the mountain. So we're going to stay here for now. So let's save it. And I'm actually going to change the file name. I'm going to go 30. Just in case. Config. Save. Okay, now if I remember, This level actually I think has 3 ways to, so we're on level 3. There's actually 3 different ways that go up to level 4. And each one has something different. Well, it looks like we're greeted with, it looks like here's the welcoming committee. Oh yay, 3 spirits. Now, one thing I did in this game is I actually started out with a bard, but I changed the bard into a priest. And the reason being is you see this spell, Dispel Undead. That is probably one of the best spells you can have because you will encounter lots of undead. But I've got the Cane of Corpus, so I'm going to melee. Here I'm making sure to look at everything because, you know, each level has something that you need to get. I'll tell you what, those giants, they're really feeling blue. So they're frost giants. Now, I'm actually not worried too much about the frost giants. I'm worried a little bit more about the fairy witches. Because they can cast some tough spells, so I'm going to lightning them. Okay, so now we just have the frost giants. Now they can breathe frost. Now you notice here that it says there's 2 frost giants, but you see the number 1 in parentheses. That means only one of them is able to attack. So remember, we paralyzed one of them, so that means that one of them, that the other one is paralyzed. "14 wands are nice. Okay, weaponry 9. That's good. Physical 5. See, we don't need that anymore. We're actually maxing out on reflection. And academia. Hey, we've maxed out academia. Okay, from a tree hangs long, thick vines, growing across the ground and up the mountain, hundreds of feet long. Climb up the vines. Vines appear supple and sturdy, but cling so gently to the mountain face that a quick yank parts them from their grasp, tumbling them back on you to the ground in a heap. Okay. So now we got 750 feet of vines. Now let's look at DFortae. Now you notice that the CC is in yellow. CC stands for carrying capacity. So in other words, what's happening is I'm actually getting weighted down. I'm weighted down, and that affects my armor class. Now, Let's look at how this so you may be confused. Why is this AC negative 15, but then you see plus 10, plus 10, plus 10? There's actually two types of armor class in this mod. It's negative 15 is my dodge armor class. So in other words, monsters really can't hit me. But this is what's called my penetration armor class. So in other words, plus 10 is about the worst. So if a monster hits me, they're likely to penetrate my armor and do damage. Because notice that the ninja doesn't have any armor except for the helm. Hey, my ninja's naked. You didn't hear that. Now let's merge these. Let's see, can we merge them? Ooh, yeah. 500 feet. 750 feet, okay. So now let's keep looking around here, see if we can find anything else. In this mountain area, you want to explore everything. Okay, so we have 3 spirits, and 4 spirits. So only 3 monster groups, so we're going to use regular melee. I hope the sound is alright. I'm trying to make it so that you only can hear my voice and not like my breathing or whatnot. So let's go after the first row. Okay, come on, y'all. Okay, so I think I eliminated an entire monster group. Now I can essentially reach only the first 2 rows of monster groups. So therefore, if I'm trying to attack someone in the 3rd row, I either have to use a spell, or I have to have a ranged weapon like, let's say, a bow or something like that. Or like poison darts or something, you know. I hope everyone's doing well this evening. I'll be honest with you, my health has really been improving, and Dick, it's actually been improving to the point where this week went to the gym 2 times already, and I'll be going back tomorrow. Okay, it looks like a ghost cast terror on me, and now I'm afraid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide. I hope I don't run. Okay, so what I'm going to do is there's a spell called Cure Lesser Conditions that can cure something like fear. So you see, I'm no longer afraid. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at if places we have not been. Looks like according to my calculations, we've been everywhere here. So we're going to go back down. Okay, so this is one spoke of the wheel. And now we're going to the second. So now we're back on level 3. Really, computer spirits again? I appreciate that. It's time for bed. Fine. You know, I mean, I don't mind leaving. Dick, you know what? That's a trick I used to do. If someone was getting close to affiliate and I was watching them, I would actually just leave them. Even if I did things, I'd leave them on so they get the required like the required viewer average to get affiliate. But thank you for coming on in. Thank you for participating in chat. Good to see you, and I'll see you Saturday, hopefully. Okay, we got a key here. It's probably... Yep. Okay, another steep trail which leads up the mountain. We're going to remain here for now. A soft apparition appears upon the mountainside. She pauses momentarily, gazing in your direction. Then there is something she is holding in her hands. Then she turns away and soon vanishes without a trace. Someone with a golden face. Interesting. From a tree hangs long, thick vines growing across the ground and up the mountain hundreds of feet long. We're going to climb up the vines again. The vines appear supple and sturdy, but cling so gently to the mountain face that a quick yank parts them from their grasp, tumbling them back to the ground in a heap. Okay, so we've got another 250-foot vine. Okay, let's look at the key. It's a key of Gars, good for later. So we have 1,000. Notice our carrying capacity is red. I wish Tomar were watching, because I know Tomar in about 5 seconds would be typing in chat, "Hey, quit bugging me, you're overburdened also." You know. So, yes, I'm overburdened, deal with it. But I'm hoping to get rid of the vines soon. Okay, so we're gonna go this way, this way. Okay, here we come on. 4 two-headed lions. Boy, those lions seem pretty mean. Okay, so now one spell you can use is Falling Stars if you want to eliminate several groups. Now the running joke is that it's a spell that I go to a lot. But so far, the only one it hasn't worked on is jellies. Because what I want to do, I knew it would not kill the lions. But I knew it would kill the, I was hoping it would kill the birds, which it did. So the falling star softened up the two-headed lions. Ah, 4 floaters. I think we're going to melee them. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, tonight I'm probably about 45 minutes to an hour left. As I said, unless I get raided toward the end. Okay, I think we're on level 4. Okay, so let's check. Oh, okay. Before I climb up, I think I'm gonna rest a little bit. Our really game. I'm trying to rest here, and all you're just getting in my way. It's like, when I want to grind, you know, you don't send me anything. But when I want to explore, you're like, random encounter, you know, oh, let's hit him up with another random encounter. You know, sheesh. Okay. So we still need to take care of the eerie moss. Okay, got 2 more left, so we're gonna... Okay, let's look at the map, see what we got here. Let's see where we haven't been. I know, you know, if there's other places before we climb up. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so we're gonna climb up the mountain. Remain here for now. So we're on level 5. Okay, I'm going to go for the black birds. They're probably vampire rooks. Because they can hit us with acid spray, and see, acid spray can hit characters that are hidden. Okay, they are Bantari, so they've got some decent hit points, but I think 2 hits from the cane is gonna be sufficient. Really, computer? Really? Okay, so let's start going after these Bantari. Now, by the way, I'm just letting you know I have added a few more new channel point redemptions. Not only did I added, I think, about a week ago, like a video arcade redemption. I think video arcades, that was probably a week or so ago. I've also recently added retail stories and humor, and gym stories and humor. Okay, ascending into the dark sable crown of the Witch Mountains, you feel as if to set up foot upon an ethereal stage of unnatural forces. Now, I'm going to go a decent amount, but I'm not going to go in yet. I still want to complete the rest of the mountains before I tackle the the witch cave. Okay, not much here, so we're gonna go back down. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything there because I'm worried. Climb down the mountain. So now we're back on level 4. So we actually went up to level 5. Let's see, have we covered all of the spaces here? Looks like we have, so we're going to go back down. I'm honestly, Dick Dan's, I'm surprised he did not redeem restaurant. Okay, so let's see where we haven't been. This is level 3. This has like 3 or 4 spokes that rotate out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it and I'm going to rest here. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see, there's another place I saw where there's one, it looks like to the right. So I'm going to go down 2 and to the left. Okay, looks like more rock lizards. Now I'm just wondering if they were crustaceans, could they be called rock lobsters? Rock lobster. Now see, we've been doing a lot of no penetration because I think their hides are pretty tough, you know. So they probably have a pretty darn good penetrate AC. So it's like the saying, let's say you may have an 8+8 dodge armor class, but if let's say you're wearing like plate +3, your penetration armor class may be like -3, so you may get hit a lot. Remain here for now. I think I just want to check everything out, make sure I've covered everything here. Okay, yep, looks like I did. Looks like I got everything. So again, we are now on level 4. Again, more giant lizards, yippee-ki-yay. And as I always say, you know, it's nice if you want to participate in chat, but, you know, lurkers are welcome. It's not, you know, and I don't base like channel points on like how much you've, you know, chatted. I just, it's like when, you know, when you were in school and there was always a class participation grade. And it's like, okay, yes, so I feel I have to come up with a question or something, you know? You know, even if it's meaningless, it's just like, it's annoying, you know? You are standing atop a sheer cliff, and below you the trees of the forest appear as little specks, a pool of emerald lawn. DFortae. The craggy face of the mountain offers little hope of being scaled, but upon a closer scrutiny you discover a rotted piece of rope lassoed around a boulder and dangling down the precipice, suggesting that someone has attempted the descent before. Unfortunately, the dried rope crumbles at the touch, eliminating it as a viable means of support. We're going to come back to that later. I want to look for something else here. Okay, so I'm going to do Falling Stars again, level 6, so I can at least okay, so we eliminated all the blackbirds, so we just have the 2 Bontari. I like to go through it fast just because it's, you know, well, we're up to level 69, cool. I would say we're starting to become a super character. It's going well, DFortae. How are you doing? A singular purple-petaled pod sits nestled within a group of thick weeds, a stray sheep among the wolves. Pick the purple orchid? Yep. So we've got a purple plumax, so that's flower number 2. That's flower number 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is, you see we're overburdened, so we've got a 1,000-foot vine. Okay, everyone should be back. Sorry, it's false alarm, but apparently I'm starting to get a little tired. Kind of had a hectic day. I actually did more cleaning up, and I actually, you know, so we're on the 4th level here, so we're gonna try to solve our dilemma. We've got this thing here. Now I'm trying to debate if I want to do the Witch Mountains now or if I want to do them later. They're not absolutely necessary, but okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so you see we have a pretty long drop and we have a 1,000-foot vine. Let's take the vine and see if we can tie it to the rock. Securing the long cord of spliced vines to a boulder at the cliff's edge, you peered down and noticed that it seems to reach the ground. It sure looked a lot further a few moments ago. A long vine dangles down the sheer cliff into the forest below. And I'm going to remain here for now because what I'm wanting to do is while I'm up here, I'm wanting to do the Witch Mountains, like the Witch Cave. So I know what you're wondering. Well, Moody, which cave are you talking about? That cave. Yes, which cave? No, it's this cave. Which cave? Okay, that's where we came from. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I think we have to go north, slightly west, and then north. I think this is the one if I remember. Maybe not. Oh, yes, it was. Cool. Okay, so I'm just giving people an update where I am. We're probably not going to complete the witch caves today because it's fairly complicated. A strange sound can be heard from somewhere. It sounds like a woman crying. Then it sounds like it's calling out to someone. Turns into a whisper, but it's too faint for you to make out the words. And by the way, we're gonna run into lots of skeletons here. Oh, we've got some bear weevils. Bear weevils are fairly tough. But I'll tell you what, they're missing a lot. Oh, boar weevils. So boar weevils are tough and venom weevils are not as tough. So therefore I'm concluding that venom weevils, they are the lesser of two weevils. Ha ha ha. But yeah, today I was somewhat active because I was lifting some heavy stuff. I actually went to the recycling center. Our university used to have one. I mean, they still do, but they don't take a lot of things, whereas our county recycling does take a bigger variety of things, including like the plastics. But it was kind of funny. I was like throwing glass, and there was glass bin, and I was like putting glass into it, and I was worried about breaking it because the bin was empty. And gentleman came over and said, "Oh, don't worry about breaking the glass." It's like, "Oh, we get to do it anyway." And my first thought was, "Hey, do you have any openings?" Probably taking like a hammer or something and smashing glass for 8 hours. I mean, that sounds like fun. You know, it's like destruction. Yeah, Hulk smash. But yes, I am actually cleaning up my house just so I can so in case I want to sell it, that way it'll sell for enough where I can actually get some decent money out of it, and therefore, you know, pay off some debts. Before you appears a shackled ghost. It looks pleadingly at you, as if wanting something from you. Then it becomes angry and charges, a grimacing demon. Its face becomes like death, and it enters into you, only to disappear and leave you cold, so very cold. DFortae silenced. Darn. Oh, wait a minute! We're a ninja. We cast alchemist spells. Silence? We don't care. The show goes on. Okay, these are blackbirds. I think these are dragon rooks. Oh no, they're spectral ravens because they're blinking out. And usually I have, of course, this is the DFortae mod, so anything is possible. And speaking of which, this is DFortae actually built this mod, did a great job of it. He streams regularly. A lot of role-playing games, some retro. So not only check out his streams, also check out his YouTube channel because he does lots of game reviews. Excellent programmer, but I would say even a more awesome person. So. And thank you for saying I'm too kind. I need to. And those cool words, it actually helps me because, as I said in my last stream, I tended to have social anxiety, and this actually helps. Streaming helps, and interacting with interacting with other streamers. Upon the wall of a cavern hangs a mirror of black stone. As you approach, a spectral face with a nose of gold appears within. Toads, warts, and back cat's blood. What name be under West Witch hood? Okay. I know they're the four are Neralda, Zandasa, Carmela, and Barbana. West, I think, is Zandasa. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I can try again. Nope. So we'll go with Barbana. So we'll try Neralda, because I think Carmela is east. Don't tell me it's Carmela. It is Carmela. Sheesh, Moody. Upon calling out the name, a wild pandemonium of hisses and colored from the billow swirling fumes is revealed a raving witch. Thou that calls my name shall know thy bane. Wilt thou fill my hold with 1,000 coins of gold? Yep, the prophecy be done. A pillar of smoke engulfs the witch, becoming blindingly white. Your eyes become transfixed upon it and watch as another form appears within. Thou knowest this form? Behind her darkened brow lies its secret illumination. Then suddenly the figure attacks. This is Vidomina. We've acted loud. Ooh! We've got 2 Vidominas. Hey, y'all, no one told me Vidomina had a twin, you know. This game ought to tell me these things. Sheesh. I would say of all the visions, this is probably one of the toughest. Wait a minute, let me try something. I'm just going to try something. Well, would you look at that? They're undead. Crumpled body of the fallen figure slowly begins to transform amid swales of darkly mists, soon to reveal the bloody corpse of the raving witch. Dissolving into an ethereal vapor, it eventually dissipates into the hushed air, leaving naught but a small shiny object on the cavern floor. So we found a golden nose. These we need to take. 1, 2. Yeah, we've got enough for all of them. Okay, so it looks like we found the first of. There's 4 body parts we need to find. Really? Floaters. Now remember, I think I'm going to melee these. I'm going to melee these unless they start doing some really tough stuff to me. Now, y'all, I'm gonna also give you a little tip. You know, if you see, like, if let's say you walk into like a fast food place or a restaurant and they have a decent special, really consider getting it. Because I went into Arby's. I was thinking getting like the 2 for $7 beef and cheddar. Well, they had a special. It was like some like smokehouse burger or combo was 50% off. And so I'm like, wait a minute, that's... And it ended up being like about the same. It was like $7.80 something. But I got a really good meal. I got like also fries. You know, I need to get a few more carbs. So tomorrow for lunch I'm having spaghetti. It's already been made. I mean, I like to pre-make some of my foods because I'm gonna come home right after I work out. And after I work out, I don't wait like 30 minutes or like 20 minutes for spaghetti to get cooked. You know, usually 10 minutes to get the water boiling, you know. You see a moving swarm of dainty glowing lights up ahead. The little lights always seem to be moving, always ahead of you. The tiny lights have disappeared into the darkness. From out of the darkness, the swarming stars engulf you. Got some witches' lights, so what we're going to do is we're going to melee them. We only have 5. Looks like they can cast some... I think it's Theosophy spells. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah. Basically monk spells. Okay, right now, sorry, I'm thinking of when... See, I think I'm trying to think of when I want to end the stream. Because when I was planning to end it, that was probably going to be right when an ad break comes up. And so I'm trying to think if I should end it before the ad break or after. Because the ad break will come up at about 2:10. I'm going to end the stream at 2:20. Yep. Okay, so we've got some minnow skells and ghosts. Guess what I'm going to do here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to... And then what I'm going to do is, I don't necessarily end it right at 2:20, but I'll tell you, like this, for example, this is the last encounter. You know, so I'll kind of let you know that, you know. Okay, I'm going to dispel undead on the 4 ghosts. And then right afterwards, we're going to find someone to raid. And let's just hope Let's just hope I raid someone that decides to end the stream like 2 minutes before I raided them. But right now I don't see anyone really out there. Okay, so 3 ghosts, I'm gonna just melee these. Yay, a chest. I bet you this chest probably has stuff we're not interested in it. Ooh, basilisk eye. Oh! Whoa! Oh, and Spock wasn't here to see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update. I think I was level 69. So death's 50. I'll tell you what, I think Spock's going to be disappointed when he finds out that he missed the, number 50. Okay, jewelry, I have I'm gonna take it because I have a feeling that some of these things are probably gonna be a little bit interesting. I don't need the books. Thank you for letting me know that it may be an offhand. So let's see, jewelry, bat necklace. I'll tell you what, bat necklaces do have a decent place. But I'm gonna drop it. Bow. This is a hunter's bow, which we can use, but I'm gonna still drop it. Stave of Stars, we can't use it, so it doesn't really matter. But thanks, DFortae, for suggesting that it could be a secondary weapon, you know. Because you never know. Oh, okay, there's a thing over here. I have a feeling we're coming to another mirror. But before we come to another mirror, we come to, oh, darn, shadow crusts. Well, let's go after them first. Because they have the ability to disease us. I'll tell you what, I just want to thank everyone for coming to this stream. Some of you were in my my battle with addiction stream. You know, both of these should be up on VODs. I don't know if they'll be separated. They should be, so you can watch them on your own time. After 2 weeks, you'll have to go to YouTube. I have a feeling this is another mirror. Upon the wall of the cavern hangs a mirror of black stone. As you approach, a spectral face with eyes of gold appears within. Dragons win and ogres blood. What be under Northwich hood? I think this one's Neralda. Upon calling out thy name, a wild pandemonium of hisses and colored vapor suddenly erupts before you. From the billow of swirling fumes is revealed the figure of a raving witch. Doubt that calls my name shall know thy bane. Wilt thou fill my hold with 1,000 coins of gold? D.W. Bradley, I just have a suggestion. Try to find some better poetry writers. This is almost like you're trying to make a rhyme. Pillar of smoke and gulls of which becoming blindingly white. Your eyes become transfixed upon it and watch as another form appears within. Thou knowest this form, in death shall you meet, and in death shall he be victorious. Then suddenly the figure attacks. This game's confusing me! First Vidomina had a twin, now the Dark Savant has a twin. What's going on here? I know what's going on here. I'm just trying to be funny. Someone's probably out there saying, "Remember what you said about trying too hard, Moody?" Let's dispel undead. Let's see if it works for this one. 120,000. Oh yay, we're up to level 70. Of the Raving Witch. Dissolving into ethereal vapor eventually dissipates into the hush air, leaving naught but a small shiny object on the cavern floor. You find one golden eyes. For some reason, when I see golden eyes, I think of James Bond. Maybe that's Goldfinger or something. I used to watch some James Bond earlier because you didn't hear this from me. My parents would drag me to the theater. You know. Thank you for only giving me 3 eerie moths, okay? If you gave me like 5 monster groups, I'd be like, you know. I I don't know. I could kind of agree with that, you know. Okay, so we're gonna rest a little bit more. I want to top off our stamina, which is yellow. Okay. Let's see if we're going in a new direction or if we're retracing our steps. Oh, but there's another thing down there, so I'd like to see what's down there. Upon the wall of the cairn hangs a mirror of black stone. As you approach, a spectral image appears with no face appears within. She lingers for an instant and clutches something in her hand. Then she points behind you and softly fades away. Peering behind you, there's a small dais and a bright object which was not there a moment ago. Drawing forth the phantom dais, the shining object resting upon it appears to be in the shape of a human head, made of solid gold but lacking any facial features. Just a blank void golden head. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because this is like our golden eyes and I think golden nose, this is where we put them on the face. So what I'm going to do to alleviate inventory, I'm going to drop the golden eyes here. I'm also going to drop the golden nose here. Okay, we have 4 monster groups, so it's going to be falling stars all the way. Okay, so let's go after these boar weevils. Oh, and cool, we're still hidden. Really, game? Really? I'm starting to get quite perturbed of these random encounters, okay, you know. Okay, this is not good because my one computer is showing okay, there. Okay, good. And DFortae talks about not getting really training anymore because all of our stats are maxed out. Yes, that is a disadvantage, but you know, when you have a solo character, especially if you get way up there in level, you're gonna get to. I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna be invincible. Okay, so the stream is gonna end at approximately 2:20. So what I'll do when I get like an encounter, I'll call like last encounter or something like that. Nope, this is not a. No, I thought maybe this was a. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, so let's vamoose out of this area. Okay, so now we're starting to go into new areas. So what that means is that we're we tend to get more encounters when you explore new areas because there are certain places where there are what I would call quote unquote set encounters. Oh, these are spectral moss. If these are spectral moss, these should be eat cake. The only thing is they're annoying blinking. Now, as I said, so far I still don't see anyone that I really want to raid. Let me look. Okay, so let's go after the 4 spectral moss. Oh, I was gonna say, oh crap, we're afraid, but that seemed to. It must have been like a weak fear or a weak terror or whatever because it wore off in one round. Okay, so it looks like we've been here before. Okay. Let's see, are we going in a new direction? Because I want to be going in a new direction. Yep, we are. Good. Because we need to find the other 2 body parts. Or the other 2 face parts. So we found the eyes, and oh, okay, so that's actually the way out. So we have golden eyes, the nose. I think there's golden teeth, and oh yeah, golden ears. Oh, this is a dead end. Okay, these are obviously spectral ravens, but just they can blink. They are susceptible. They can be killed by Dispel Undead, but we've only got 3 of them, so why not? Lord Kegel, yeah, welcome on in. Sorry you're probably a bit on the late side, 'cause we're probably going to be wrapping things up in about a few minutes. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break out the falling stars. Yep. That's what I usually do. When in doubt, break out falling stars. Okay, this is basically next encounter. Once it's finished, that'll be it, and we'll call it a stream. And again, I'm looking who's out there. Well, thank you. Yeah, the solo run is lots of fun. Now, I will say it's probably going to start to get a little, I'm not complaining, a little on the boring side, because we're going to get to the point where we have such a strong character that most of the fights are going to be quote-unquote jokes. That being said, just because we're a high level doesn't mean we can't die. We actually did have our 50th death. Just y'all don't tell Spock that he missed our 50th death anniversary. But Laurel, yeah, I forgot I did a decent amount of grinding, like, off screen. Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for watching. Y'all have y'all have a great evening. I would normally say stick around for the raid, but I honestly don't see anyone out there to raid. So y'all, thank everyone for watching. As I said, y'all are what help keep me going. Thank you, and have a good